Hi everybody, my name's Michelle and I'm Mama Loves You GB here on FlossTube, but also for Instagram and Etsy as well. Welcome to the Sunday morning briefing. It's sometime in late April. More than that, I can't really tell you at the moment. How is everybody doing? I've had a much better week. I've been back at school, but oh my God, super tired. I have literally come home and I drive up to the house and the first thing I'm looking for is to see whether Chris's van is on the driveway. Because if Chris's van isn't on the driveway, it means him and Ness are out on a dog walk and it means I can go to sleep. And so literally I'm straight upstairs, jumped straight into bed, even to the point on Thursday where I was still wearing my coat. But I've been so tired this week, but good to be back and good to be kind of getting on with what I need to be doing with the students who've got exams. So yeah, I've got a few bits to show you today, a few bits to remind you from last week, just in case you've missed. Lots of stitching. I've got a freebie as usual, some stitchy kindness. So we're going to go from there. Just before it takes you 20 minutes to work out what's different, I got new glasses. I picked them up today. So they're kind of, I'll get you a bit closer, like a blacky frame, but they've got a bit of turquoise in them, which I quite like. Kind of gives a bit of a zing to them rather than just being plain black. So I picked those up today. Now, credit where credit is due. I got them from Vision Express. I'm not sponsored by them. I've got their eye care plan, whereby I pay for my glasses monthly. And I ordered them on Wednesday at about 5 o'clock in the afternoon because I went after school. And so by the time I was actually in the opticians, it was about 5 o'clock. And I had a text message on Friday morning to say that they were in store, which I couldn't believe. I actually phoned them up and said, are you sure about this? Because that was kind of 36 hours. Now, I've had glasses before from them that have taken sort of 10 days, 2 weeks, which is what you'd expect. But credit where credit's due, 36 hours. I said to the girl in the store, I said, crikey, when you put the order in, the person in the vision lab or whatever they call them must literally have had these frames and those lenses in his hand, and he's just gone and then sent them back to you. It was incredible, absolutely incredible. So Vision Express cardigan, well done. Right, let's have a look and see what I've got. I have got a finish, I've got a new start, and I've got a bit of progress on a couple of other things. So I haven't managed to find the cover page for the chart for this. I've got the rest of the chart, but I don't know what I've done with the cover page for it. So this is PA Dutch Tomato Pin Keep by With Their Needle and Thread, Brenda Gervais. And there we go. It's all finished up. I only had a little tiny bit left to do anyway. And so it's all finished. Still got a little cough, but it's getting better. So that is stitched with a Silks For You red. This is a 32 count bark from West Green Loft Yarns, which was their fabric of the month for, could be February. Yeah, I don't think I've had April's yet. So March's was the green one, and then so this is probably February, but it's bark. Beautiful, beautiful colour. Love stitching on that, and I've got a little bit left. I can probably fit one more small thing on, but looking forward to turning that into a pin keep. So I finished that. I then decided, excuse me, to start one of my other market purchases because I wanted to stitch the market things that I bought this year. And this was one of the things that I had purchased. So this is Little Robin Designs Straighten Your Crowns. It says keep your head high and your crown straight. And the called for is Michael's Navy on Forbidden Fibre Code Prehistoric. I'm stitching mine on a 36 count. I'm pretty sure it's a fox and rabbit, but I can't tell you what it is because something has long since happened to it. So I am using Mermaid Blue, I think, but it's still a nice dark blue. So let me just fettle it a little bit. So I've done most of the writing and I've started putting the crowns in. And I'm trying to work out the best way to do the crowns because they're all quite spaced out. So I thought if I can get the writing in, then I can get the closest crowns to the writing and then hopefully the other crowns will be closer to them. So otherwise it's quite a lot of counting, and I'm not a big fan of counting, really. Things go wrong when I do a lot of counting. So there we go. If I can keep it up to sort of 6 or 7 to count, I'll do that. So it's just on a piece of kind of like a pale cream, a little bit of mottling, but that won't take very long to finish. That, I think that took an evening to get to that point after I'd finished the other one. So it really won't take too much longer. What else have I worked on? I have also worked on my other stitch along, trying to get the frame finished for the Lola Crow Deadly Aquarium SAL. So we've got until mid-May, I think, to finish the frame, but I'm looking to get it done a bit sooner. So this is a piece of 32 count that I hand dyed a long time ago, and it's been sat in my box just ready, and that's where I am. So I've got I had 2 of the sort of panels done last time, but I've got down to the bottom. I put the white in for the seagulls, and I'm missing one of the browns because I realised I needed a few colours. So I placed an order with Peakside because I knew my auto ship was coming, and I'll show you my auto ship in a minute, and that they would add them to my order. And one of the browns, I ordered the one I already had. Rather than actually ordering the one I needed, I ordered the one I had. So I think it's 838, 839 and 840. And I had 838 and 840, and I needed 839, so I obviously ordered 840. There we go. So we've got a bit of a while to do it, so it literally just is one of the strips on the uprights, so I can wait for that one. But I'm trying to find, there's the fabric, probably let's come this side, something like that. It's kind of a bluey, greeny, yellowy colour all mixed in together. That's what I love about dyeing fabric. You put it in your box and you never know when you need it. Although I don't think I've dyed any fabric for probably nearly 2 years now, which is absolutely bonkers. Absolutely bonkers. I don't know what has stopped me, but I just haven't dyed anything for ages. So really loving that one. Can't wait to start getting the little fishies. I should have bought a drink cup, but I didn't. Right, the last thing that I've stitched on, and I've decided to try and do a Flag Friday. Now, I'm not sure if that's something that I've come up with or something that I've heard. It sounds like something I would have heard. Somebody else would have had that good idea beforehand. So this is the Vivsters. I think it's called the Quaker Flag SAL. But you'll be familiar with it. It's these boxes with the patterns in. So I'm trying, my aim is to get a couple of boxes done a week. So I didn't do too much stitching yesterday because that was another straight home from school, check to see if the car was there, go to sleep. So I finished this one and I've done this one and I'm just working on this one. So like I said, my aim is to get 2 or 3 done a week. And then that will see it moving along quite nicely without getting too burned out with it. I did see that one lady was trying to do 1 block a day, which I think would be quite hard to keep up with, because I find actually this kind of assisi work where you leave the pattern blank really, really difficult. I think it's partly why when I stitch a Mill Hill kit I have to bead at the same time, because I'm not very good at leaving gaps. So I really have to stare at the pattern and try and make the bit that I need to stitch the most prominent thing in my mind so that I don't go wrong. But it's beautiful. It's going to be really, really spectacular when it's finished. So can't wait for that one. Right, Oh, it's warm in here. I've been outside all day, or most of the day, because I've bought a cabinet. So advertised on Facebook Marketplace, which is the best place to find things, was this solicitor's cabinet, a bit like a Globe Wernicke cabinet, but it's not a Globe Wernicke. It's a sort of similar version of, and so it's got like 3 big shelves with glass fronts, and you can pick up the glass front and slide it back. So really, really good price. I've been looking for a cabinet for a little while because I want to replace, you probably can't see, but what's here. So what's here is just like an ordinary, in fact I can probably show you, there you go, amongst all my pictures that are leant up against the wall. So it's just kind of a cheapy piece of furniture with little baskets in it, and to be honest, it's got nothing in it of any great note. It's got nothing that couldn't be elsewhere, and it's a bit tired and a bit useless really. So I've been looking to replace it for a while. So I found this this solicitor's cabinet locally, good price, went and grabbed it. And what I wanted to do was, it was a mahogany veneer, and it was kind of like that, really like an old-fashioned mahogany veneer. So I knew I wanted to paint it. So this afternoon I've sanded down. It's really good because it just comes apart in blocks, 5 different blocks, it comes apart. So I sanded back the first one, sanded back the door, and painted it. I've painted it black, but not like a really harsh black. I've painted it like that kind of soft satin black. And I've also kind of distressed the edges a little bit. Little distressed, not panic stricken, just so that it doesn't look like it's brand new, straight out of, I don't know, a shop that sells black furniture, I don't know. Anywhere, but it's looking really, really lovely. So because it was such nice weather today and the paint is lovely, I bought this lovely paint, I painted it, and the inside just needed 1 coat. I put 2 coats on the outside just to be safe, and then I distressed it and waxed it all this afternoon, the top one. So I've got 2 more to go, and then hopefully very soon you'll see this replaced, and it'll be, it sort of sits a little bit higher, and it's going to have these 3 glazed compartments that I can put kind of stitchy bits and pieces in to display, rather than just this kind of catastrophe of a piece of furniture. So that'll be good, that'll be nice. Right, I digress. Why did I get there? Because it's warm in here, because I've been outside all day and the door's been open. Yeah, so we put the heating back on, so now it's really warm in the house. I knew I'd get there eventually. Follow me, stay with me, we'll get there. Right, let's have a look at the freebie before it suddenly disappears over the other side of the bed. So this is a really sweet little one from Silver Creek Samplers, and it's a little beagle, and it says Dog Days of Summer. I really like that, it's really cute. Really wouldn't take much stitching at all, and even on sort of like a 32 count, it's only just under 4 inches by just under 3 inches, so it would be a really, really nice little quick one to do. Okay, let me just recap from last week then. Last week I have got 3 giveaways on the go, and they are all due to be drawn next weekend. Okay, if you want to enter for any of them, you're going to have to go back to the previous video and enter on there. I won't be able to merge any comments from this video. Okay, so if you want to enter for anything, you need to go back. So the first giveaway, or one of the giveaways, I can't remember what order I did them in now, was from Girl with the Gavel Stitches, who is Chloe, and she has just released this Susanna Hartley sampler. However, she had also released, previous to that, another Susanna Hartley sampler. She's lucky enough to have sister samplers, not sister samplers, 2 samplers from the same girl, not sister samplers, although she does have some sister samplers. Just keep an eye out for those. So she's got 2 samplers from the same girl from different years. So she's just released this one, having released this one. So she asked me if I would do a giveaway for this one, and I said, oh, but Chloe, can we include this one as well? So it will be nice for the person who wins to be able to stitch both and have them both together. Now, just so you don't have to watch the whole thing, like last video, if I can remember, I think the keyword for this is fox. So, but you've got to put it on the last video. I also had a giveaway from Ruthie, who is CrowsFeet Stitching, and she'd done this little lovely sampler, Ida Snag, 1st of April 1882, so you can tell that there's a little bit of a April Fool's Day situation going on here, and the keyword for this was April. So if you want to win the PDF for this one, the keyword is April. Again, go back to the last video. And I had a lot of interest in this. This is the latest Historical Sampler Company Stitch Along box. Now, you will get this box. I will send this box to you. So, you have got in here all sorts of things. A pouch, a little, whoops, a little dangly, which you could use as a pincushion, I think. A lovely needle minder, some wooden floss drops, some thread gloss, a lollipop, which is still here. Mind you, if this house gets any hotter, it might have melted by then. And this is called Do More of What Makes You Happy. So in here comes a 32 count linen in white, which I won't get out, but I will show you the thread colours. Look at those. Now I should also say this is a collaboration with Emma Congdon from Stitch Rovia. So if you like Emma's patterns, from the sneak peek that I can see online already, it's going to be very much in that sort of, in that style. Now the keyword for this box was happy. So if you want to try and win this box, again, you've got to go back to the previous video and use the keyword happy. You can, of course, go straight to the Historical Sampler Company and get one of these boxes for yourself, either in linen or Ada. This box, the one that's being given away, will come with the linen, because as I said, it is this actual box. So don't miss out on those. If you didn't catch up with me last week, or this is your first week, hello, then do go back and have a look. If this is your first week, wow, you've got quite a back catalogue. There will be a test, so you better work through them. Right, Stitchy Kindness. Now, my friend Vivian and her husband Trevor. Now, I've mentioned them before because they have made me lovely boxes before for Tannenbaum by Brenda Gervais and the Blackbird Designs Halloween box one. Name escapes me. But I had this lovely card through and it says, a little present from Trevor. Should I be worried? So Trevor has been making these for his wife, and he made a pair for me. Now they're fabulous. Old-fashioned sock stretchers. So think of those old-fashioned sock stretchers when you stitch a pair of socks or knit a pair of socks. Beyond me, totally beyond me how to knit socks. And then you use the stretchers to kind of form their shapes. Well, Trevor has been making them as floss holders. How fabulous are they? I cannot wait to put some floss on these. Now, actually, they came in time for last week's video, but I put them in a daft bag. You know, when you just think, I'll just put them in there, and then you think, what have I done with those? And it's not until you sort of look in the daft bag again that you find them and you go, that's where I put them. So, made me some of these. How fabulous are they? And she'd also wrapped them in some of this chenille. So it's like, I'm having that as well. So I should be using that for some finishing. But I love those. They're so tactile. And I've got plenty of silks for you that need sorting onto these. So lovely, lovely. Thank you so much, Trevor and Vivian, for thinking of me. I do like them. They do sell through, is it the UK Cross Stitchers Facebook group? I'll put the name of the Facebook group down below that they sell through. Did she say in her thing, actually? No. It's not very often. It just occasionally when Trevor's made things, they will put them up for sale if there's extras. So it's worth being in that group and having a look. Talking of being in a group, if you are not in, now I'm going to say it wrong, the Homespun Needlework. I'll put it down below if I've messed it up. Julie Casave's group. You need to be, because she does lots of exclusives. And the next exclusive is from the lovely Christina from Whilst Iris Naps. So if you like Christina's work, you need to be in that group, and then you'll be notified through the group of when the exclusive comes available, and you can order it then if you want to. Christina's had some of the best exclusives from that group. I am biased, she's fabulous. But yeah, if you're not in that group already, I'll make sure I'll put the name of the group down and linked it down below. Get in there, get in there. Okay, I've got a little tiny bit of haul. Is that everything? Yes, I think it is. I've got a little tiny bit of haul, really is small. I've got the latest in the Cottage Garden Samplings Fabulous Houses series. Now, I had every intention of doing these. I just haven't. I haven't done them. Part of me thinks, should I just stop my subscription? Part of me thinks, no, I'll keep on them. They're not that big. They're only 120 by 120. So, in fact, that's not the latest one. The latest one's the Hobbit House. I've had another one then. That must be downstairs. I'll put a picture of it up. This is number 4. Hobbit House is out, which is number 5. But have a look at that one anyway. I don't think I've shown you this one. I was doing so well. And then it all goes to pot. And then I had a lovely lady called Sarah message me because I'd commented before that Brenda Gervais charts with their needle and thread are much more difficult to get in the UK now. Whoops, we've got a bit of slide going on. And so she said that she was selling some, and so she sent me a list of the ones that she had and asked me if there was any that I particularly wanted. So I picked 3, and they're actually all Christmas ones. So I picked Candy Cane Wishes, which is the snowman in the oval. I really quite liked the oval ones, and also Jingle All the Way. I think that must be one of the most common names for a chart. I think lots of designers have a Jingle All the Way. So these are both by Brenda Gervais. There we go. And then I also bought Bells of Christmas too, which I'm really looking forward to doing. I've liked those ones for a very long time. So I picked those up. I also loved all the names that people were telling me last week for the pill bugs or the wood lice that came from the name of the Fox and Rabbit fabric of the month, which is called Pill Bug, which is kind of this beautiful beigey grey brown. So I loved all the names. I'm trying to think of a lot of the Slaters was quite popular. Roly Polies, Poly Bugs, lots and lots. It was really, really interesting to see all the different names. So if you fancy having a look at that, go back and look at the comments from the last section as well. I've done a little bit of FlossTube watching this week, but not a huge amount. I just did want to send out a shout out to Amanda, who is Alba Stitcher. She's taken a little bit of a break from FlossTubes just for a little while. I think, well, I don't know what's happening, but I know her dad's been poorly, so I think perhaps a little bit of family time is in order. I've also watched Ros Clark, who's done the latest FlossTube that's not part of the colour series, although I do really want to go back and watch all the colour series. As I've done for the last few weeks, I'm going to put a list of UK FlossTubers all the way through April. So this week and next week, they'll all be there. I've been getting so many comments of people saying that they found lots of lovely new people from the list. So we'll keep up with those. Anyway, I'll speak to you next week. Stay classy, Stitchers.